Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is episode 2 of the series being the best version of ourselves. If you have watched the first episode, then you know that 1% is very important, and if you haven't yet, then you can go in the I button and see for the video. So if you have been working a lot and the sad thing is that you're not seeing any result, you're being disappointed. So I would like to read you some lines from the book The Atomic Habit, and I guess those lines would be self-explanatory, so let me read them. When nothing seems to help, I go and look at a stone cutter hammering away his rocks, perhaps 100 times without as much as a crack showing in it. Yet at the 101st blow, it will split in two, and I know that it was not that last blow that did it, but all that had gone before. Isn't it self-explanatory? That maybe you are in the first 100 of your efforts. That is not going to show you any result. The main thing in this is that you should not give up, because you might be disappointed, but every day is going to count, and the result is going to be seen later as a cumulative effect of all the days that you have worked hard for. So what you are in right now is the plateau of latent potential, which means this particular thing. What we usually think that our progress should be in a linear fashion, in this fashion, which is not the case. It is actually in this particular fashion, which means that in the start you would see a valley where you are not seeing as much progress as much as you're working. So that will lead to disappointment. So I would want you to survive in that plateau of latent potential, and you can do that by simply changing your mindset from focusing on your goals to focusing on the system. What do I mean by that? In this society, we are taught that goals are very important. You have to have goals to be a successful person. This book suggests that it's not how it is. It suggests that you have to have the system that will lead to the outcome that you desire. And there are 4 main reasons why this is important and why this is helpful for you. So I'll state them one by one. The first one is that the losers and the winners have the same goals. So goals can't be the differentiating factor. Every Olympian wants a gold medal. Every student wants to be the topper. But does everybody becomes a topper or a gold medalist? No. Who becomes? The one who have the system, that the process that guides them to become the person they want to become, right? So you have to focus on the systems rather than the goal. And in this particular thing, we have a winner bias. Like, you always listen to the interviews of winners or toppers. Have you ever listened to the interviews of losers or interviews of the ones who are not selected in a particular exam? They also had the goal of being the topper, but they were not, because they focused too much on the goal than on the process. The second thing is that achieving a goal is a momentary change, which means that, like, let's take an example given in this book, which says that I could not find of any example better than the example given in this book is a messy room. You gather all the motivation to clean up your room, and then you finally clean it up. Then your goal is achieved of having a clean room. But if you still maintain those habits which lead to a very messy room, then eventually after a few weeks you will again have the same room, same dirty room. So what you have done here is you've just treated the final outcome rather than the cause which lead to the final outcome. And the cause is the process. The third and the most important, I think, is that goals restrict your happiness. What we tell ourselves is, when I achieve a particular goal, I'll be happy. Only after I achieve that goal, I'll be happy. But does that mean that I'll not be happy throughout the process of the goal? Yes, you won't be happy if you keep the goal in mind. If you keep your process in mind, if you change your mindset, then you will be happy every day working towards your goal, not just when you achieve the goal. For example, if I want to prepare for a marathon, I will tell myself I'll be happy when I win the marathon. But that is going to be only one moment. And the process of it, will I not be happy in that? I should be happy in every day. Then only I can have the motivation to continue working for my aim, right? So my aim is the process of working out every day. The fourth thing is that goals are the odd at the long-term progress. That means after you achieve a goal, you are most likely to be like, yeah, I've achieved what I wanted to, and now there is no use working on that thing. That's the problem. You are more focused on the destination than the journey. So even if you reach the destination that you have set your mind to, you would give up on the journey. But if you focus on the journey, even after achieving one destination, you would strive for more destinations, and that means more outcomes and more goals. So ultimately, it's your commitment to the process that will determine your progress. So this is the big deal for me, because I changed my mindset. I used to think about goals. I used to think, I'll do this, I want this, but I never focused on I need to do this process to get to that final aim. So like for example, let's say I want to score good grades in my upcoming exam. So I used to think this, my target now is to score good grades. But is that in my hand right now? What's in my hand right now is to study every single day, solve a few questions, practice as much as you can. And one very important line is that you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. It's the best line. So tell me, how would you implement this, and in what aspect would you like to be better? This series is totally focusing on being the best version of ourselves, and I want you to be on this journey with me. So I'm pretty sure that you are working on yourself, so keep working on yourself, and all the best.